climate change becoming a bigger part of our everyday lives, it is becoming more important to look at the world around us. As global temperatures continue to rise, we can expect more climatological extremes. This means we will see more large storm events and more droughts. Droughts have been part of human life from the beginning, largely because of the impact that they can take on agricultural systems. Droughts are often thought of as long-term periods with little to no precipitation that causes crops to fail and the land to become barren. This is not always the case, though. Recently, meteorologists and climatologists have begun looking at the newly recognized phenomenon of flash drought. Flash drought is a rapid onset of drought conditions, so instead of it taking months to take a toll, it can happen in just a few weeks. Whereas long-term drought is usually caused by a lack of precipitation, flash drought is caused by a mix of drivers that cause soils to dry out very quickly. This has been proposed to begin in multiple ways, but whether it be a lack of precipitation or extreme heat, it always creates an atmospheric evaporative demand. This means that the atmosphere needs more water vapor, and this need gets fulfilled by the soils through evapotranspiration. This process can happen very quickly, often reaching or exceeding the level of soil moisture considered drought in just a matter of days. The rapid intensification of flash drought makes it harder to predict and track. Many flash droughts will not begin to show on the U.S. Drought Monitor until they have reached peak of their intensification. This is largely in part because flash drought can start when conditions seem good. This was the case with the 2012 drought in the central United States. Using the Evaporative Stress Index, which is a measure of atmospheric demand, and the U.S. Drought Monitor, we can see that conditions in the spring were good, but quickly deteriorated within 8 weeks into high levels of drought. The 2012 drought transitioned into a long-term event and continued into the fall. This is not always the case with flash droughts. Precipitation and lower temperatures can return quickly and allow soils to recover their moisture. This does not, however, always correct the effects the dry soils had on vegetation during the dry period. The rapid drying out of soils associated with flash drought generates a lot of stress on vegetation, particularly in agricultural fields where the root zone is rather shallow. Dry conditions can lead to stunted growth, wilting, or even loss of crops. These losses can total up into the billions of dollars. This can be devastating to the agricultural economy and have effects that last much longer than the drought itself. Due to their destructive potential, prediction of flash droughts has become a priority. Tools such as the Evaporative Stress Index can offer indications to upcoming events, but have not offered a perfect solution. Flash drought will no doubt continue to be a hot topic for continued study in our changing climate.